Hey, welcome back. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Rear Room Show. And I think I have found out how to get this soldering iron, this USB soldering iron, to work. What came to mind is, since it was intermittent, maybe it didn't like the fact that I was using that portable battery pack. So there was no ground return, and since this was working off of capacitance to turn it on and off, maybe that was the problem. So I've now hooked this USB soldering iron to my computer USB port, and let's see if I can turn it on by touching, and it does come on, and it has consistently come on now that I'm using my computer instead of that portable power pack. I also spent a little time cleaning the back side of that tip that was all corroded. Don't think that's supposed to be that way. So I cleaned that off. Maybe that had something to do with it. And it does go off if you're not touching that power switch in about 25 seconds. So let me see if I can turn it back on. There, it came back on. This hand is a little cumbersome. Sometimes it doesn't work correctly because when I was a kid, I cut my thumb off and they had to sew it back on. So I'll put my finger on that little button to see if it'll stay on. And then I'm going to attempt to solder this piece of wire to this mini alligator clip. And the first thing, and it's still on, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a little bit of rosin paste liquid, clean off this connection, see if it heats it up. Yep, it's heating it up. Oh, another failure on my part. The clip just shot that thing across the room. Let me burn myself because it's hot. Okay, I'm going to give up on that because that thing's too hot for me to put back in the fixture. So let's just see how well it'll tin this piece of wire. And I took my finger off of that button so it went off. Touch the button, it's back on, warming up. It's now melting the solder, and it's depositing the solder onto the wire. And let me see if this is cooled off. Yes, it's cooled off now. So let me put this back in the fixture. This is why I don't work on things like this anymore, because my hand coordination is just not that good. Okay, let's see if we can solder this to the alligator clip. Yeah, I still don't have it lined up. Operator error. Let me turn it around so I could pull up on it. And it soldered it to it. Works great. So it works fine. Apparently, using this battery pack, it's standalone. Apparently, it doesn't provide a ground, which is needed to get this capacitance switch to work. So now that I've got it hooked up to my computer, it seems to be working properly. I had to clean off the back of this tip where it connects into the soldering element itself. It seems to be working fine, and as long as I keep my thumb on that switch, it stays on. And I desoldered it, so it's working fine. So I think I'm good. Just thing I have to keep in mind, the idea I had, which was using a portable battery pack, didn't work. Now, where I got misled is the other YouTube video I saw about this thing. He used something similar to this. Maybe he had it plugged in the charger, therefore giving him a return. I don't know. But let me take my finger off, and it says there, it went off. Now I'll touch it And there it came on. So it's working now as advertised. So I'll give it a thumbs up, with the one exception that you have to have a power source that has a ground. I think that's the secret. Anyway, if you enjoyed this show, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.